Welcome, basketball fans, to a very special Veterans Day edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, with David Aldridge roaming the sideline. We've got the San Antonio Spurs taking on the Detroit Pistons. So with Ginobili on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. Green out there with Tony Parker. Then it's Splitter, and it's Ducan, and it's Leonard in at the small forward position. So the San Antonio Spurs able to put the first points up on the board. Pass to Rodman. Down low. Leonard against Aguirre. 5 to shoot. Here's Johnson. Rebounded by the Spurs. Now Leonard. The pass to Parker. Back to Leonard. Spurs working the ball around now. Leonard with a screen on Lambeer. Ducan inside. Rodman on him. No good from Ducan. It's tipped. Parker against Aguirre. Parker dishes to Splitter. Pass to Green. Back to Splitter. Over Thomas. Bill Lambeer with the rebound.
Well, the defense didn't have any impact on that shot, but somehow he still misses it.
Baseline J on the way, and Splitter pulls it down.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Leonard attacking, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And doing a nice job using the bounce to force the issue while earning that trip to the line.
The Spurs shooting their first free throws of the game right now. No good on the free throw.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. So neither attempt will fall that time for him.
A superstar who really kind of keeps to himself. Leonard truly leads by example, and it's produced titles.
Now, here is Aguirre. Rodman sets the screen for Thomas. Shot clock at 6. Ducan with the block. They recover it. Another shot.
He's the defensive anchor for this team. Ducan excels at reading shooters and then altering their shots.
And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I spoke with Detroit's head coach. He told me it's always a challenge when you face a team this opportunistic. He said those guys are going to look to take advantage of any weakness. We have to really communicate defensively tonight. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, David, thanks. We appreciate the report. They're in a tough spot to try to figure out how to slow down those shooters, GA.
Yeah, it's going to take a great defensive effort from all 5 guys. Should be fascinating to watch.
It's all about staying attached to shooters and limiting clean looks. We'll see if they're prepared for the challenge.
Now, here's Parker. They kick it out to Green. Offensive rebound. Ducan. Rodman with the block.
And the thing about Rodman, he's more of a position player defensively, but that time reaching up to swat it away.
Lambeer with a screen on Green. Rodman trying to break free. Johnson, good.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
He's not going to back down from anyone. Got to commend the fearless attitude right there.
And now the first timeout called here for the Spurs. And a different look here for the Pistons. Mahorn checked in for Lambeer. Edwards comes in for Rodman. Lamb, he's checked in for Johnson. And it's Williams in for Thomas. Manu Ginobili, he's checked in for San Antonio. Mills comes in for Tony Parker. And it's Mills with the ball for the Spurs. Pass to Ginobili. Back to Mills. Detroit making a switch. Long's checked in. The Spurs also changing it up. Diaw comes in for Tim Duncan. And it's Joseph in for Danny Green. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Clock at 6. Diaw sets the pick for Ginobili. Tries again. Diaw can't hit.
That's just the bucket that you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss those.
On the wing, Williams, covered by Mills. With the teardrop, and it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Leonard.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
They set the pick. Here's Lamb. And that one hits back iron.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Pass to Ginobili. Joseph with a screen on Edwards. Mills in the corner. There's the triple. That shot's good on the assist by Ginobili.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Pistons trail by 3. Lamb with the ball. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
First personal foul.
Here are the Spurs with the ball. Manu Ginobili on the wing. Sinks that one from the post.
And the touch from Ginobili. So clever and confident on the interior.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And you gotta love the aggression that he had, taking it to the rim there. Sets the tone in a close game like this one.
Now here's Williams. A floater. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. Spurs leading by 5. The pass to Ginobili. Leonard with the screen on Lamb. Ginobili kicks to Joseph. He's looking for Leonard and finds him. Banked in off the glass.
And inside, Kawhi can be such a force, able to power his way to the shot.
Here's Long. On the wing, Williams. Shoots over Mills. No good again that time.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
And those are the type of shots that just drive coaches crazy. Look, I wouldn't be shocked to see him sitting on the bench if he tries that bad boy again.
Here's Ginobili. The rebound by Rick Mahorn. Long passes to Williams. He tries for 3. Again, Williams missing. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Fans, Give a big round of applause for your Pistons youth dance team.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here, what do you think they've been doing or not doing?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
They've got Dennis Rodman. Johnson is out there with Thomas. Then there's Aguirre. And it's Lambeer in at the 5. That's the group for Detroit right now. To the right side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Thomas. San Antonio with the rebound. Here's Parker. Takes it inside. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And that's just an all-star caliber move off the dribble by Parker that ultimately creates the shot. His quickness with the ball really nearly unparalleled.
Here's Thomas. Following the score by Tony Parker. Ducan with the block. Spurs leading by 9. Parker outside. Outside, Joseph. Passes to Ducan. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
And Ducan just superb when he gets in close to the basket. Has a number of moves to choose from and that soft, delicate touch near the rim.
Now, here is Aguirre. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Parker left side. Outside, Joseph. Back to Parker. Outside, Joseph. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Out to Ducan. Over Rodman. No good from Ducan. Pistons trail by 11. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Now, here is Aguirre. A rebound by the Spurs. Duncan's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Parker. That one, no good. And Detroit the other way now. Johnson surveying the floor. He kicks it to Thomas. Here's Aguirre. Bank shot, no good.
He's been held scoreless tonight, really just unable to make any sort of impact.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Here's Joseph driving inside. Lays it up off the glass. Joseph's got the lead up to 13 now for the Spurs. And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here. game for the Spurs, they pick up the W against the New York Knicks. Johnson outside. Pass to Lambeer. Joseph against Johnson. 6 to shoot. Here's Thomas. The 18-footer is right on the mark.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. So for the Pistons, Mahorn checked in for Lambeer, and it's Edwards in for Aguirre. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Boris Diaz checked in for Splitter. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Ducan. Manu Ginobili, he's checked in for Corey Joseph, and it's Mills in for Tony Parker. To the paint. Ginobili against Rodman. Ginobili can't hit. Pistons trail by 11. Johnson outside. Outside Thomas. Diaw against Mahorn. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. A three. That shot's good on the assist by Ginobili. Leonard's got the lead up to 14 now for the Spurs. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Pass to Mahorn. Now here's Edwards. Over Leonard. Edwards can't hit. Ginobili outside. Diaw sets the pick for Ginobili. The shot, no good. And Detroit the other way now. Outside, Rodman. The pass to Mahorn. Got a piece of it. Leonard with the steal. He dishes it to Ginobili. Leonard sets a screen for Ginobili. Back to Leonard. Over Thomas. Leonard, no luck. Pistons trail by 14. Outside Thomas. Passes it to Edwards. A beautiful assist by Thomas to set up the basket.
Yeah, finding the weakness in the defense. That's the court savvy of Thomas at work.
Outside Leonard. Pass to Ginobili. There's 39 seconds left in the first half. And Isaiah Thomas picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. On defense, the Pistons down by 12. Green kicks to Mills. Spurs passing it around. Shot clock at 5. Here's Ginobili. And that one goes long.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
Now here's Mills. He's guarded by Williams. Mills dishes to Ginobili. Back to Mills. Fires the 3. It doesn't go for him. And so it's San Antonio up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Howdy, folks. I know you've all been clamoring to find out how the Rookie of the Year race is looking, and we are not letting you down. Always fun to follow the Rookie of the Year race.
You know, Shaq's lucky. The rookie race isn't an actual race. Because he would never have won if he was an actual racer.
Oh, excuse me, Kenny. I hope you know I ran like a 4.2 at a 40-yard dash.
Yeah, but I beat you to the board every single night.
Did the guy with the stopwatch forget to start it, or what was up? And keeping things moving, what a tremendous first-half performance for the Spurs.
They've been disciplined offensively, taking care of the ball and working for good looks. And that's limited fast break opportunities for their opponent.
Discipline, like Kenny at a steakhouse.
Gee, there's no steak right now.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
He's just that good. You can plan for him, but he just makes great adjustments on the fly.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. So with Ginobili on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. Parker out there with Green. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Splitter, and it's Ducan in at the 4 spot. Now here's Green. No points in the game yet for him. Parker passes to Ducan. And he banks in the layup. Duncan's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Spurs.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they got to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Johnson, the pass to Thomas. Wants to get it to Rodman and does. Johnson against Green. It's Thomas outside. And Splitter pulls it down.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Outside, Green. Pass to Ducan. Shoots over Rodman. Hits the jump hook. Duncan's got 4 points now in the quarter.
But he's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
Pistons trail by 16. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Knocked away. Johnson right side. Lambeer screen. Shot, high post. Green with the block.
Off to a bit of a slow start in the second half. 0 for 3 so far.
Kicks to Parker. Ducan with a screen on Thomas. Parker dishes to Splitter. Here's Leonard. Here's Ducan. Rebounded by Lambeer. Lambier's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Now the pass to Aguirre. Outside, Rodman. Passes it to Lambier. Here is Aguirre. Trying to end the drought. And Splitter pulls it down. Splitter's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Is it possible to rest too much? Because he hasn't been able to get into a groove since coming back in.
Now here's Parker. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Fires from 14. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Parker's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Some slippage at the defensive end here in the second half, allowing the offense to establish more of a rhythm.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Detroit Pistons. They're scoreless since the first half. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Clock at 6. Lambier with a screen on Parker. And here's Leonard. He's got 5. Here's Ducan. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
Well, I don't know what Coach said to him at half, but his shooting has been tremendous here in the second.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
Close friends, I got friends that I keep close and ain't let it go.
Fans, give a big round of applause for your Pistons Youth Dance Team.
So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Mahorn checked in for Lambier. Edwards comes in for Dennis Rodman. Lamb, he's checked in for Johnson. And it's Williams in for Isaiah Thomas. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Boris Diaz checked in for Splitter. Ginobili comes in for Leonard. Joseph, he's checked in for Danny Green. And it's Mills in for Tony Parker. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Edwards, a screen on Joseph. Back to Edwards. Inside. Aguirre passes to Williams. Detroit, no good that time either.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Mills dishes to Ginobili. Back to Mills. Got a piece of it.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Now Lamb.
2 minutes.
He's still scoreless so far in this one. Joseph with the ball. 1:46 left to play in the third. To the middle. Here's Diaw. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for San Antonio. 1:35 left in the third. On the wing, Williams. There's a good screen to halt the run. Outside, Aguirre. Just 5 to shoot, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Tim Duncan picks one up.
And just a difficult cover. Aguirre's a great ball handler, and at 6'5", he's got deceptive speed. He can work you inside and out.
He's off on the first. Detroit making a switch here. Long's checked in, and San Antonio also making a switch. Leonard, he's checked in for Boris Diaw. That one misses. San Antonio leading by 22. Spurs working the ball around now. Mills looking it over. Feeds to Duncan. Basket counts. Duncan's got 12 in the game.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
They need to stop this run.
You know what, Kev? I think it's time to switch some things up, either by going to your bench or with a different look defensively to disrupt their rhythm.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. Passed along. Edwards, a screen on Joseph. Right side, Williams trying to get something going. The shot comes out. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. 35 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Ginobili. And the rebound goes to the Pistons. Pass to Williams. Here is Mahorn. We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the third. And the pass to Aguirre. Just 5 on the clock. Williams up on top. Takes a 3. That shot off. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. This has been a one-sided matchup, and I don't see any signs of it lessening. Right back after this break. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Bill Laimbeer. Thomas is out there with Johnson. Then it's Rodman, and it's Long in at the small forward. That's the group for Detroit right now. Ducan with the bucket. Duncan's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for San Antonio.
And in the first half, it was a struggle offensively, shooting a very low percentage, but it hasn't prevented them from grabbing the lead, and now they're shooting it much better here in the second.
Now, here's Rodman. Johnson right side. Green with the block. And the play-in tournament, Greg, is here to stay, but the terminology is somewhat in limbo. Is that going to be part of the playoffs?
You hear people say it's not the playoffs, it's the play-in. Maybe the term postseason should cover both the play-in and the playoff. Something to think about.
Now here's Thomas, following the miss by Tony Parker. Johnson right side. Thomas passes to Long. Leonard with the steal. Passes it to Parker. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And Parker, terrific at drawing the foul there. He's as good as anybody at initiating the contact.
Shoot for San Antonio. Tom Parker taking 2 shots.
Free throw drops in for Tony Parker.
Yeah, and Parker just puts so much pressure on your defense with his speed, and he's made a living out of doing that.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Sally, he's checked in for Laimbeer. Lamb comes in for Johnson, and Smith subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. Then for the Spurs, Derek Favors checked in for Splitter. Diaw comes in for Duncan, and Smith subbed in for Leonard. Outside, Lamb. Rodman looking it over. Lamb against Smith. Smith kicks to Rodman. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Here's Lamb. And they'll get another chance. No good with the triple.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here's Parker. Rodman grabs the rebound. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. They have yet to put up any points here in the fourth. Pass to Long. Parker against Smith. Nice ball movement by Detroit. And a wide open look for Lamb. They get it back. Rodman, the second chance bucket after some strong work on the rebound.
Stayed with it, and his effort is rewarded with the second chance bucket.
Back to Parker. Green kicks to Smith. Here's Parker. It's good, the assist that time from Smith.
Not everything fell for him in that first half, and now it looks like they're beginning to hit their stride.
There's the pick. Here's Lamb. 2 points. That one goes. Lamb's got his first bucket in this one.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Here's Green, following the basket by Jeremy Lamb. To the inside. Favors in the post, guarded by Sally. And that one's good by Favors.
And Favors, very reliable around the rim, can get it done over either shoulder.
Smith against Parker. Here's Smith. Outside, Lamb. Over Smith. Rodman trying to break free. San Antonio with the rebound. Parker kicks to Smith. Pass to Diaw. Back to Green.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Smith surveying the D. They kick it out to Green. Fires the three. Rebounded by Lamb. Smith with it. Favors picks him up. Smith inside. He's guarded by Favors. Last season, of course, Marcus Smart won the Defensive Player of the Year. You know, Greg, it's rare to see a guard win it. Should perimeter players get more consideration from this point on?
It's tough, Kev. I do think they should. And I think the numbers, though, tend to favor the rim protectors, but it's only right to recognize great defense at every position, especially in an age of positionless basketball.
And the first one at the line is good. James Edwards checked in for Sally. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Splitters checked in for Favors. Leonard comes in for Smith. Corey Joseph's checked in for Green. And it's Mills in for Parker. Both free throws good from Smith. And the media is able to vote on awards like All-Rookie. But, Greg, those awards can end up determining a player's max salary. Any concern there?
No doubt there is, but somebody has to decide those awards, right? And no matter who it is, there's always going to be some pushback. So as long as contracts are tied to them, that power will be in someone else's hands.
1:19 left to play here in the fourth. And there's the pass to Long. Richard, last season, a historically close race for the scoring title. And it came down to the wire between LeBron, Joel Embiid, and Giannis Antetokounmpo. It was thrilling those last couple games.
It was beautiful. To me, it reminded me of 90s basketball when you had Shaq and you had David Robinson and Patrick Ewing and Hakeem Olajuwon. And now bigger players, they're back. Size and strength is still valuable in today's game, and you love to see it.
Now, here's Mills. Again, the miss by the Spurs. 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Smith. Dishes it to Rodman. Mills with the steal. Joseph finds Leonard. Back to Joseph. Out to the right wing. Pass to Diaw. Leonard on the wing. Out to the wing. Bounce past Joseph. And here's Mills from the arc. Rebound by Smith. Pass to Lamb. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. And now our New Balance Player of the Game, Tim Duncan.